Hey everyone, don't forget to push that like button on the video because it does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you are new here to Geekdom 101, hit that subscribe button and enable all notifications so that you get all my content delivered to you right when it comes out. I thank you for 6 years of support and hopefully many more to come. All right, so I've got a massive info dump video coming for you guys about Dragon Ball Super Hero. There's a lot of information coming out even after last night's Jump Festa panel. They updated the website with several new character bios with some very interesting reveals on these new Red Ribbon Army characters and some staff updates as well as information about voice actors and things of that nature. So I'll be going over all of that here with you today on this video. Now, I want to reiterate, if you are new here, subscribe, hit the notification button. This is the place to be for Dragon Ball Super related news and other stuff as well. And leave a like, please. It helps the video out quite a bit. I want to get into some stuff here about the movie. Just quick programming note. There's a lot of content that I'm working on for you guys. I'm going to be covering more of the manga soon. Chapter 79. I've also got the review coming out in a couple days and a stream. And I'm doing a stream next weekend. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up on this channel, but I'm going to do the best I can to bring it to you. But please understand that when you hit the subscribe, hit notifications, because I'll be uploading a lot, and sometimes YouTube does not like it when you upload more than 2 videos a day. It doesn't push the 3rd video. So if you are subscribed with notifications turned on, you should get everything. So remember to do that. And if you're not getting notified, unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit all notifications, and you'll get everything. So let's get into this. So the movie's coming out April 22nd, 2022, which is much sooner than a lot of us had thought. Right now, as of this video, there's no word on the English dub or the Spanish dub or anything outside of Japan. Nothing there. But I want to go ahead and get into some of the information that has been provided to us about this movie and some of the new information beyond just that Jump Festa panel. So let's get to it real quick. It says here, Dragon Ball Super Broly, this is from the official website, was a mega hit with worldwide box office revenue of 13.5 billion yen. 4 years later, in 2022, a new movie in the Dragon Ball Super series has finally arrived with an even greater awakening. That seems to be an ongoing thing here, awakening. The Red Ribbon Army, an evil organization that was once destroyed by Goku in the past, has been succeeded by a group of people who have created a new and mightiest androids ever, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. They call themselves superheroes and begin to attack Piccolo, Gohan, and others. What is the true purpose of the new Red Ribbon Army? With danger looming over the world, now is the time to awaken, or to wake up. Awaken superhero. Very G. We're going to get into these new characters here, but first, let me get into this that you see on your screen right here. Original story, screenplay, and character designs by Akira Toriyama, who's now pretty much been in charge of the movies. He's not like in charge as far as what Toei does. It's not like that, but he's been writing the scripts for them. It says here, director Tetsuya Kodame, excuse me. And interestingly enough, the animation director Chikashi Kubota, and the big one that I found surprising was the music composer's Naoki Sato. Now, Naoki Sato's a great music composer. He's good with his music, but I'm surprised Sumitomo's not there. Now, there's been talk that Sumitomo is gone. He's not gone permanently. There's nowhere to state that. It's just that for this film, Naoki Sato's going to be working on it. Like I've told you guys numerous times in the past here on this channel. I've discussed it in various streams and videos. This movie has a completely different production team than Broly. There's a few people here and there that are obviously going to come over, obviously. But the music's different, the animation's different, so it's become very difficult for me to get information from the inside because I don't know any of these people, number one. And number two, like personally. And number two, it's a different direction for the series, at least with this movie. Now, is this going to be a permanent change? Probably not. It's probably just going to be for this film because this is an experimental movie. So understand that. It says here the voice actors that are listed. They're Masako Nozawa, Toshio Furukawa. That's Goku, Gohan, Goten, Piccolo. Toshio Furukawa is Piccolo. Notice he's got second billing behind Goku, so Piccolo will have a bigger role in this movie than even Vegeta maybe. Aya Hisakawa, which is Bulma. Ryo Horikawa, which is Vegeta. Mayumi Tanaka, which is Krillin. Takeshi Kusao, which plays both kid and adult Trunks. So Trunks will be in this film, albeit not a major role, he will be in this movie. And that is interesting. Do you think that Trunks and Goten will finally be grown up? Do you think that the time has come for them to finally evolve and, and grow up and whatnot? I mean, that remains to be seen. I'm just moving stuff around back here. That remains to be seen. But one thing that we do know for certain now is that Pan is 3 years old in this movie. 3.5 to 4 years old. That means that this movie, unless they change the timeline, this movie will take place approximately 1 year before the end of Z. 1 year before the end of Z, meaning 1 year before Goku meets Oob. Within that time frame. Could be within a year, it could be 9-10 months, but it's not going to be far away from that. So we are pretty much there at the end of Z. And it says here, a brand new work by the original author Akira Toriyama, superheroes assemble for an exhilarating battle action. That's going to be fun. And this image right here that you see on your screen, this is the new Red Ribbon Army headquarters. They're not hiding in the shadows, folks. There's their headquarters there. It has the big RR symbol there. So something has happened since, the old series, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, for them to rebuild. And we don't have details on that yet, but there's more information I'm going to reveal to you here in this video about all that, so stay tuned. Let me go ahead and get going with some of these character bios. There's a lot of character bios that are out now, so let's go ahead and start here with Gohan, since everybody wants to know about Gohan. So it says here, the eldest son of Goku, despite having potential that surpasses that of both Goku and Vegeta, he does not like to fight and lives a gentle life as a scholar. Now, again, Gohan's back in his traditional purple gi that he wore during most of the series up until like the Buu arc. And the statement about him having more potential than Goku and Vegeta was stated not only in Dragon Ball Z, but also in Dragon Ball Super by Vegeta himself. So, will Gohan achieve that potential in this film? That remains to be seen. But notice they're bringing that back up again. So I find it interesting, and I'm curious if that's going to be an actual plot point for this movie. I am very curious about that. Moving on, we have Piccolo. He's a planet Namekian and the offspring of the great Demon King Piccolo. He used to be Goku's archenemy. He trains Gohan and now trains Pan. So we now have complete further confirmation that Piccolo is indeed training Pan, which most of us thought. That scene in the trailer where she's powering up is obviously at Piccolo's house, training with Piccolo early in the film. Vegeta, Ryo Horikawa, the proud prince of all Saiyans and Trunks' father. He trains with Whis in order to one day defeat Goku. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking. You're like, wait a minute. Time out. He trains with Whis. I thought he was training with Beerus and Ultra Ego. Well, he is. But it's one of two things. Either Vegeta is training with both Beerus and Whis, which seems to be what Goku and Vegeta were doing for a while, even though Whis is the real Grandmaster. Or, if this takes place after Granola, then that means that Vegeta may have graduated from the Beerus Academy and gone on to the Whis Academy. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but don't take that too seriously, because both Goku and Vegeta have been training with Whis since Resurrection F, so that should not surprise you. It shouldn't be a revelation that all of a sudden he's done with Beerus. Beerus is obviously in this film because we have Beerus's planet in the trailer, so he's there. It's just, I think people are going to overthink that when it's not really that big of a deal. Goku, our main character here, a Saiyan raised on Earth. We know that, of course. He is still improving after his battles with Jiren and Broly. He is currently training under Whis. Now, again, this implies, and I'm only going to say it implies, that this movie might take place before the Granola arc, but that's not possible if Pan really is 3 years old. But it's interesting they don't bring up anything about Moro or anything about Granola or any of that. So I'm sure some people are going to sit there and think, well, wait a minute, does that mean that the manga's not canon or this movie's not canon? Please, guys, do not overthink this. Don't. This movie's being marketed outside of the manga. It's not that they don't care about the manga, because they even talked about the manga at Jump Festa. That's not what it is. It's just that it's not something that is sort of mutually exclusive, in that they're trying to promote this because it's true. Like, he has improved after his battles with Jiren and Broly, but until there is an anime adaptation of the Moro and Granola arcs, they're probably not going to bring them up in the story until then. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. Does that mean UE is not in the movie? I don't think so. I don't think that's what's going on here. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but They're not going to make it a central focus. It's going to be mostly like following up on the Broly movie. But I could be wrong. This could actually be before the Granola arc. I just don't think so. I don't think it is. And again, we'll find out, right? We will find out. All right, let me get to Pan, first of all, before we get to the Gammas. All right, so Pan, here we go. Or Banchan. Gohan and Videl's firstborn daughter, although she's only 3 years old, she's been training under Piccolo and shows signs of having a great potential. So, yeah, I mean, Pan has always shown signs of having a great potential. She is Gohan's daughter. Will she fulfill that potential in this film? We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot coming. There's a lot. We'll see. It looks like they're putting the central focus on Pan here for a big part of this movie because they might have plans with Pan. You know, we've all talked about this a million times, but should Dragon Ball Super go past the end of Z, Pan, you would think, would be an integral part of the story and one of the new main characters. That would make sense, right? It's like what they did with her in GT. So it could be that they're putting a focus on her, or it could be that this is going to be more of a Gohan-based story, and thus they have to focus on Gohan's daughter. Again, all of this stuff will be answered when the movie comes out. I'm just talking out loud kind of with you guys and whatnot. Moving on, new characters now. So we have Carmine. All right. Now, again, we now have names of these Red Ribbon guys. Magenta's confidant and his driver, characterized by his large pompadour. Now, Magenta, who is Magenta? I'm going to get to that here in just a minute, but this is the tall dude right here. Magenta is this dude right here. So this is the new, it's interesting. This is the new Red Ribbon Army leader, guys. President of the Red Pharmaceuticals. Uh-oh. What do y'all think about Big Pharma? The current public face of the Red Ribbon Army. In order to rebuild the army, he gets in touch with Dr. Hedo. So this guy, it says, now notice this is the current public, notice that, public face of the Red Ribbon Army. That's interesting, isn't it? Does that mean there's somebody else lurking in the shadows? Could it be that other person that we haven't seen yet? And by the way, I do want to thank DBS Chronicles for these translations. It makes it a lot easier for us to do our job. But it looks like whatever Red Pharmaceuticals is, it's somehow related to the Red Ribbon Army. And it says in order to rebuild the army, he gets in touch with Dr. Hedo. We'll get to him here in a minute. But so his goal is to rebuild the army, starting with these new androids, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Here is Dr. Hedo. A genius scientist employed by the Ribbon Army, Dr. Hedo possesses a highly advanced android technology. Now again, where did he get that technology from, yo? Did he get that from Dr. Garo, Dr. Giro? Did he come up with his own? I'm back, by the way. Is he also a genius? And what's up with him dressed like this? It's like he wants to be a superhero and live vicariously. Could this whole plot against Goku and them be a plot where he wants the attention that Goku and them have? I mean, I can tell you a lot about people who are starving for attention on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But this dude seems to be doing the same thing in the world of Dragon Ball. So I wonder if that's what's going on with this guy. You know, that's what he's doing. But it says highly advanced android technology. So again, it makes you wonder, is it more advanced than what the old doctor did? These androids, Gamma 1 and 2, seem to be on a higher level than Goku, than 17 and 18. So we'll see where that takes us. Gamma 1. First of the new android series created by Dr. Hedo. He puts on a red cape. He has a strong sense of loyalty and a calming personality. Now, I talked about this in the video I did earlier today. He seems to be just, you know, I don't want to say generic, but he thinks he's a superhero. But notice how it says a strong sense of loyalty and a calming personality. That tells me that he's probably not going to die. That he, along with every other character that Goku and Vegeta seem to run into lately, except for maybe Moro, is going to eventually turn good. Characters that have those kind of personalities usually end up turning good. He may get destroyed. Broly might just destroy this dude. Who knows? Goku might destroy him, Pan, but I don't think so. I think he's going to turn good. Gamma 2, the second of the new android series created by Dr. Hedo. He puts on a blue cape. He is sometimes chided by Gamma 1 for his slightly flamboyant or flippant attitude. So he's more of a loose cannon. So I wonder if they're going to fight or if they're going to fuse or whatever. Who knows? But that's what I have for you today. New music composer, new animation team. I've talked to y'all about this before. Like, every time I talk to somebody about this movie behind the scenes, they oftentimes tell me, oh, well, it's a new team now. And it is, as you can see, it's a new team. Not everyone's new, but a lot of them are new. New composer, new art director, and some of them came back from Broly. Like, for example, the background designers came back from Broly. Some of them did. But it's a different team altogether. The movie's coming out in April. Again, I will keep you updated here on the channel. You must subscribe and hit notifications. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Real soon. Take care.